Hello, everyone. This is Jono from Veracity with another video. This one on finding your content and really anything but content by name. This time, no slides. We're going to dig right into the LRS. So let me flip on over to an LRS here. So I will link in the description of this video to an example of how to create an LRS and generate some sample data like I have here, as well as a more detailed video on how to use this entire statement viewer. Where I'm at here, I'm in an LRS under XAPI data statements. There's a lot to this tool, and I will link to another video so you can see how to do all of that. However, just want to point out that often we have folks that are, looking for certain information in the statement viewer, and they have a hard time finding it. So, I'm just going to kind of maybe pick something here. Let's use Python. We'll use the word Python. Let's say we're looking for some content with the word Python in it. If I were to come up here to this search box and I type Python, you'll see that I don't get anything back. But when I cleared this, as you could see in the list, there's clearly some data in here with the word Python in it. Well, what's actually happening is all of these, not just the object, same thing with verbs. I know there's a past in there, but if I search for past, I don't get it. If I go into the actor, I search for Jane, we have a Jane Doe. You see that I don't get it. So the reason is that these text boxes are actually expecting the identifier. So for example, if I were to go back to our Python example, I'm going to open up one of these and I'm going to get the actual ID for that Python lesson, instead of using the word Python. If I were to do a search, you'll see that it actually shows up now. Here's the thing. Maybe I've got pages and pages and pages of results, and it's not easy for me to find that ID, although I do have another video on how to find your IDs. So I'll link to that in the description as well. But maybe you're having a hard time finding the ID, so you don't know what to put here. And maybe, there are several lessons or several verbs that contain a specific word, and you're not looking for one thing for one ID. You're looking for multiple lessons that have the word Python in them. In that case, picking a single ID wouldn't work. So I'm going to show you quickly under configure. You can turn on this full text search. A quick note before I go back, this is default off. That is for performance reasons. This will work over a pretty big data set. However, full text search over, hundreds of millions of data points is going to get really slow and tedious. So that's why it's off by default. For a lot of data sets, it works fine, but just be cautious if you do choose to use it. So let's go back into here. I'm going to type Python, spell it correctly, and you'll see now I get my content back that has the word Python in it. I don't know if there's more than one in this data set. It just looks like the one. Let's do the same thing in verb. Let's do, I don't know, how about scored? And here are my scored verbs. And you can see I can do this without, picking the whole identifier. Okay. So I think that is going to be it for our video today. We'll get into some more stuff on how to use the statement viewer in the next few videos. Again, I'll link to some other useful stuff in the description. Thanks for watching and have a good one.